Hi, everybody. Is your distributor becoming the number one bottleneck to sales growth in your particular territory? It could be because your distribution strategy is not at all clear, or maybe it's clear, but you're not implementing it properly. In this video, we are going to look at two things. First of all, why is your distributor not supporting you? What could be the two reasons why that is happening? Second, what are the 6 ways in which you can implement your distribution strategy effectively so that you align with the distributor, make him your best partner and your biggest supporter in the particular area. Hi everybody, my name is Maneesh Konkar. I'm a corporate trainer for more than 20 years. I also run a digital marketing agency. On this channel, we have a lot of videos for sales, marketing, consumer marketing, digital marketing, and a lot of topics connected with organizational and business success. Right? So let's begin. Okay, if you're liking the content on this channel, there are plenty of playlists. There were 9 different playlists on various topics connected to sales and marketing, which you can look at, and you'll get a lot of inputs along those lines. Right? Okay, so let's begin. Why is your distributor not supporting you? Well, it's basically boiling down to 3 reasons. One, maybe he's not making an adequate net margin. Second, maybe he's got too much of investments tied up in the product in your business. Third, he's not making an adequate ROI, right? Return on investment. Now, what's this first point about net margin? Well, every distributor, when he gets into a business, he has an idea in his mind about how much net margin he wants to make. All right. And if he doesn't make that net margin, and that amount could be 25,000 rupees, it could be 1 lakh rupees, it could be 2 lakh rupees. If he doesn't make that adequate net margin, he's a little dissatisfied. He cuts corners. If his investments are too high, if his market credit is too high, he's sitting on a lot of stocks in the market, like what is happening in the automobile industry right now. I mean, yesterday's news article, FADA has indicated that dealers are sitting on almost 75 days to 90 days of inventory, automobile inventory, stocks of cars. And yes, festival season is coming up. Sales does rise because during the festival season, but the inventory is getting a little haywire, and a lot of working capital of the dealers is getting blocked over there. Right? So maybe they are carrying too much of investment. And because they're not making enough net margin and the investment is too high, the return on investment is on a lower side. And when a distributor starts to realize that he is not making adequate ROI, what does he do? He starts cutting corners. So he will stop picking up stocks from you. Okay? He will stop buying stocks from the company. Second, he's supposed to do distribution in the market. He doesn't do distribution properly. He cuts down on the number of salespeople. He cuts down on the visit frequency. All those things start to happen. Third, he's supposed to give credit in the market to increase sales. He stops giving credit in the market. Fourth, he's supposed to do direct retailing, but he doesn't do that. What happens is he simply dumps stock on the wholesale trade. All of these 4 actions eventually destroy market hygiene, and that becomes the biggest problem that we have to handle. After some time, the distributor just says, boss, enough is enough. I'm not doing any business. This man spoils the environment for 10 other people who could have become our distributor partners, but simply because the relationship has got spoiled. All right. So when we talk about a distribution strategy, okay, we're talking about 6 things that we will now focus on. Okay. The first point is, what is this ideal net margin that you want your distributor to earn? Okay. And the point is that it is important to select the right channel partner who is okay with that distribution margin. Now, this number could be 25,000 if you are a small confectionery player. It could be 2 lakhs if you are a larger player. It could be 5 lakhs if you are an automobile dealer, maybe 10 lakhs or more. But whatever it is, that adequate net margin is something which we need to be clear about. Right? And if a distributor says that this net margin has to come from some combination of gross margin and expenses, what is that gross margin that we are giving? For example, if he wants 2 lakhs per month, and I'm giving him, let's say, a 5% gross margin, then I need to give him, a business, if I give him a business of 10 lakhs, he's only going to make 50,000. If I am giving him a business of 40 lakhs, then only he's going to make a gross margin of, let's say, 5%. Maybe he wants a net margin of 3% on that gross margin of 5%. So what? Okay, what are the expenses? So your combination, the first point that we're talking about is, it's your combination of gross margin and expenses, required expenses, that determine how much net margin your distributor could make. We need to be clear about what that net margin is. Second, we need to communicate it very clearly to the distributor saying, sir, in this area, this is the approximate net margin that you are likely to make. Does that work for you? Okay. If you may discover that there's no point in lying about this, because sometimes the distributor will simply start the business and within 3 months figure out that it's simply not possible to get that kind of that kind of net margin in the business. So that's the first point that we are talking about. The second point that we're talking about is how much investments are we asking the distributor to make? Is it okay? What is that rupees lakhs, rupees crore figure? In a channel system, for example, in an FMCG channel system, this investment is primarily in two parts. One is physical stock on hand, second is market credit. So what is this investment that he's expected to make? Is it 10 lakhs? Is it 25 lakhs? Is it 50 lakhs? I mean, people know it is going to be 50 lakhs, but they communicate it as 25 lakhs. He thinks 25 lakhs is going to be enough. And then after that, he falls short because he's not able to service the market properly. All right. So this is the second thing that we need to be clear about in terms of our distribution strategy is what is the total investment that you expect the distributor to make. The third point that we're talking about is what is therefore the ROI that we want him to make. Now, how much should this be? Twice the bank rate. If the distributor can make about 8 to 10% from his regular, by putting money in a fixed deposit, in a bank or a non-banking finance company or so, then my service promise to him is that it needs to be at least twice the bank rate, because I'm asking him to keep a go down, I'm asking him to employ salespeople, they need to go into the market regularly, service the market, pick up damaged stock, maintain records, they upload money to me at a regular interval. All those things we are asking the distributor to do, and we need to compensate him. So therefore, the third element of distribution strategy is what is the service promise? What is the ROI that you are giving? All right. Now let's look at the fourth point, which is distribution norm. It is your distribution norm that determines all of these three things. For example, if I'm saying that the market should be serviced at least once a week, every retailer should get a visit from one of my people, one of my salespeople at least once a week. You are in effect saying that the market should carry about a week or 10 days of stock. You are also saying that the credit in the market should be about 1 to 2 weeks. Why? Because if I'm on a weekly beat, I'm going this Monday, I deliver some stocks to him. Next Monday, I will pick up money for the stocks that I delivered to him this week. So it becomes a 1 week cycle. If I miss that 1 week, it becomes a 2 week cycle. So that leads to a 10-day credit cycle. So your distribution norms actually determine what is the extent of market credit that the distributor will end up in. If I'm talking about a daily system, I'm talking about a bi-weekly system, a weekly system, a fortnightly system of supply, a monthly system of supply. Those are the changes that impact on all of these things, right? So point number 4 is your distribution norm actually determines the level of market credit. The fifth point that is important is your supply frequency to the distributor. All right. If you supply stocks to the distributor once a week, he has to carry a minimum of 1 week of stock plus maybe 3 or 4 days of buffer. But if you say that I'm going to supply to the distributor once a month, then he has to carry 1 month of stock. So in a way, your supply frequency determines the investment level at which the distributor needs to operate. All right. And the sixth point that is important over here as a part of the distribution strategy is what is the percentage of sale that you want to come from direct distribution versus passive distribution. Active distribution is my salesman going to the outlet, picking up stocks and bringing in business. Passive distribution is I push the stocks to the wholesale. The wholesaler is the one who supplies it to, let's say, B class and C class outlets. If I'm selling 100 units in a particular market, what percentage comes from active distribution, my direct supply to the retail outlet? What percentage comes out of passive distribution? The first figure, active divided by the total number, is called retail throughput. What is the percentage of retail throughput that you are aiming out for? All right. So these are the 6 parameters that are critical in distribution coverage. All right. In distribution strategy. If you reached till here, thanks a lot. If you enjoyed this video, remember to put in a like on the video and remember to subscribe to the channel. On this channel, we come up with a lot of inputs on FMCG and B2B sales, marketing, negotiations, digital marketing. These are our areas of subject matter expertise. We are corporate trainers. We do a lot of work with different companies along these lines. We're also a digital marketing agency. We help you in your online social media branding and in running Facebook and Google Ads. All right. So remember to check out our courses also. All the links are there in the description, and I will see you in the next video. This is Maneesh Konkar signing off. Thank you.